Hey guys, welcome back to my trading tapes. Today is Friday, Friday the 25th of August. Right now it's about 8:15 in the morning. Yesterday I didn't take a trade. I basically sat out the whole day because it was my birthday. I did come to the charts and I noticed that there was a position um, or like an opportunity here, and I felt like maybe it could have been the breakout and then retest on a 5 minute chart, which really wasn't a good move. I'm glad that I accidentally pressed to go short by accident, and I closed it immediately, and you know I got on profit, which was good, but um, it wasn't a good setup, and I accidentally pressed it because of my keys. I pressed my mouse key by accident, and I was hovering over my calculator. So that kind of set it up to where I messed. I put the trade in by accident. Um, but today the setups are looking pretty good. As you can see, it broke out right here out of resistance, and then right now it's retesting that resistance point, as you can see here. And so what I'm expecting is for it to continue going short. It's 8:15 right now, so I'm kind of debating whether or not to get in on the trade right now, or should I wait? It's like one of those debates, right? Because if you wait too long, you can miss a trade, but if you take it, then you can get stopped out. So it's one of those things. Um, but in theory, this is a really good setup, uh, and I feel good about it. So let's go ahead and just kind of look over the top-down analysis real quick to see where we're standing. Just a quick one. I'm not going to go into full detail like I usually do, and I'll take my face out of the way so you can actually see the charts. So what we have here so far, um, on Wednesday we had drawn out the support line that I was hoping it would break. We still have this new resistance point here. And then if we go to the 1 hour, as I had said, it clearly broke out and it has retested already. And looking at it now, I think this would be a perfect spot. As you can see, it's about to break the 1 hour candle and it could continue down from there. And this was the morning yesterday. So I ran up a ton, as you can see, and then it just quickly sold off. And I want to say that's in the span of 2 hours. So it ran up for an hour, and then it just crashed for the rest of the second hour, and then it just continued its bearish move. So really, let's see the 15. Maybe I can get in on the 15 minute. This seems like a good setup. I want to say that I should probably take it. Um, I just don't want to get into early, considering that you know the market's not open yet. It's 8:19, um, but it is calling my name, so I kind of want to take it now. Um, I guess it's part of documenting, right? So it's pretty much created the setup that I had predicted, or not predicted, but um, anticipated. So it broke out, retested, and like I said before, it doesn't always look pretty. So it's gonna be one of those things that you just you kind of know what you're looking for, and the way that it presents itself is the way that it presents itself. It's completely, um, you know, it's gonna be completely different than the way you draw it out. So it's not gonna follow your whatever you think it's gonna do. But what we do know for sure is that it broke out of this resistance point right here, and now it's retesting. So I think what I'll do, just for the sake of not missing out on this move, I'll probably go short on the 15-minute chart. right now and see how it plays out. I could have probably done it up here because it broke out of this um, bullish candle. Could have bought here and allowed it to ride down. See what that would look like. Switch it to going short. Manage penny. There we go. If I had actually gotten it once it broke, this could have been a 3-1 right here. A real quick move. And on the hour, really that's a really small trade. But because we didn't make it through that, our trade is probably going to be, what is this? Damn. See, I don't like that ratio. And that's pretty far. I mean, I could probably go for a 3-1 here. I don't know how far that is in reality. It's a little far, but how is that on my daily? That's not too far. So you have this whole, daily chart here, and this resistance point, this pink line. So we can easily take that, and I think it would be a good move. My only thing is once the market opens, and I've seen this before where the market will open and then it'll spike up just like yesterday, like this, and then it'll come back down. So that's what I'm worried about. I really don't want to get caught in between that, but I also know that if I don't take a position on this, then I might miss out on a good opportunity and not get anything for the week. So, I don't know. I think I'm going to sit with it for a bit and make a decision because it's one of those. It's a good setup, like I said. I just don't. I'm feeling a little. I don't know. I want to make sure that it's good. So let's see what happens. Let's see. Uh, I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and take a position. I think that this is a good enough trade for me or setup for me to say, you know what? Let's go ahead and do it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave my stop loss pretty high up. So I'm leaving it on the swing point on the hourly chart. This is a part where, it's actually, I don't think I've covered what a swing point is, but basically it's the point of which it had a reversal on, or like it turned back around. And one other thing that I didn't mention that it has, there's this supply zone here in this area. So this is good, which means that they had already touched the supply zone and now they're going to continue shorting. So I think overall, this is probably going to be a really good setup to take. I'm going to see how it plays out. So I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to place it. I think I'm going to go ahead and place my trade with this. All right. So there it is. We got in on this. So I don't know if I'm gonna get my 3-1, but we'll find out. We're in the trade already. This will be 3-1 here. So we'll see. Let's see how this plays out. So that while that plays out, let me tell you about my birthday. So yesterday I turned 31, and really, I realized people forget No, I'm just kidding. No, I typically get a bunch of like notifications on Facebook. This year, I didn't. Last year I had 45 people post on my wall, and then prior to that, the year before that had 75, and then I think the year before that had 140 people comment on my Facebook wall. So this year, for some reason, I only had family, like which was my mom. I had my two of my older brothers, and then three of my sisters, and my two cousins. And that's it, and my wife. And that basically those were the only people that ended up uh, commenting on my wall or talking to me in the day and telling me happy birthday. And that was it. And it was kind of surprising to me because I guess I've gotten so used to people saying happy birthday to me through Facebook, even if they don't know me. And I know like that's kind of one of those things where, well, like what does it matter, right? And as I get older, I come to realize, well, you can't really expect people to say happy birthday to you if they don't really know you or know it's your birthday. And I will be honest, like I feel guilty whenever I forget someone's birthday, even though it's like, well, you've never told me your birthday. So how am I supposed to know it's your birthday, right? But for some reason, I always feel guilty for not knowing someone's birthday. Like it's my job to go out of the way and say, you know what, I'm gonna go ask this person that knows them better than I do, see when their birthday is. I feel like that's my, um, you know, obligation to do so. And yeah, yesterday I was just kind of like, man, like it's crazy. I didn't really feel bad about it, if I'm being honest, but it is interesting to me. Like as I get older, people, I guess maybe it's because people stop using Facebook so much, but yeah, it's just something that's still on my mind. Another thing, yesterday I almost took a trade because I thought I missed the opportunity. Um, but that wasn't the case, as you can see. And that's something that is really hard for me to wrap my head around because it's just, I don't want to, I don't want to miss an opportunity, but at the same time, I don't want to make a careless mistake from not taking an opportunity and then missing a move. So maybe that's some psychological thing that I'm battling myself. Um, but it's definitely something that you know, I had thought about yesterday. And I was like, man, like, maybe I should take that trade, that position. Because, I'll show you on the 5 minute here. Uh, was it the 5 minute? Here, let me look for it first and I'll show it to you guys. I think it was here. Yeah. So it's behind my face. Let me go ahead and hide my face again. So as you can see, when it came down and it broke out of this red zone here, when it came down, broke out of this red zone, right? And then it retested, and this is a beautiful wick. You see this wick? That was perfect. And so I just ran down, and I was like, man, this looks great. I missed this. I missed this completely. But I also missed this whole move because I was asleep around this here, and I woke up and I saw this. I was like, oh shit, it broke out, right? And then I saw it break out of the lower resistance point, and then test the zone again, and then come back down. So you see, this is why I always say we gotta wait. See how it's reaching? It's annoying, and this it's 8:30, so you're starting to see the market move. This is what it does at 8:30, so I could get stopped out just because of the volatility of the market. So maybe I should have waited. I don't know. We'll find out. This is kind of This is the one thing that I don't like about taking trades early. So you always see the volatility in the morning, and it starts to act out. And you could have been right the whole time, but it doesn't. It doesn't really seem to stop me out. That's so annoying. That's frustrating. Okay, so we got stopped out. Um, I'm not gonna fret. I'm not gonna worry about it. What I will do though is I'm gonna wait and see if we can um, get another opportunity to get back in. God, man. And you see, this is the thing. Like, I knew it. And I had said this earlier. I was like, I don't know if I should. I should probably wait until market opens. And I didn't. And it was testing. It looked a beautiful setup. I'm not going to lie. Like, I was convinced that this was going to, you know, drop from there. Market opens, 8:30, this happens. So, I don't know. I have a feeling it's probably going to test this zone here. So, like, let's move this. So, about here, like that. Come this way, and then probably drop from there. That could happen, or it can test this area, this peak, and then continue dropping. But what I will do, my bias is still short. So what I think what I'm going to do is going to wait. I'm going to let this play out and wait for an engulfing bearish candle right here. And then go from there. Okay, so this is annoying, man. All right. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna trip over it, even though I'm already tripping over it. I'm just gonna wait it out and see what happens. This whole week has been losing. I've taken how many losses have I taken this week? And look, I'm gonna be honest. This is something that I've been told not to do is look at your losses or look at your P&L. But I do want to kind of like take a look. So it looks like a lot of back and forth. Um, but I suppose we'll wait and see what happens here. Surprisingly, well, I'm only risking 0.5% for each trade that I take, and I'm allowing myself 2 trades a day. If I lose one, um, I'll take my L, and then I'll take another position if I see an opportunity. If I win one, then I call it a day and I'm done. And that's it. Like, I won't trade anymore. I just lost one in the morning. It looks like it's continuing its move. And that's just a 5-minute chart, though, so don't let this fool you. I'm on the hourly. See, it still has that resistance. We're just going to wait it out and see what happens. Look at this wick. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and just wait it out. I'm going to pause the video for now until I see a setup, and if I see something that we can trade, then I'll go ahead and start recording again. Otherwise, we'll see. I'll keep you posted. All right, so from the looks of it, we have a doji candle being created. So this could be the the turnaround back down. So, I mean, you know, we don't know exactly what's going to happen just yet, but that's pretty much what's going on right now. Just still retesting that area. Alright, I'm going to hide my face so y'all can see what I'm doing. Okay, so it looks like it's starting to drop from there. I'm going to go ahead and try one more time. See if I can get a position open. Really, my stop loss is kind of far. Maybe going for a 3-to-1. Should be all the way down here. It's a little far, really. But if you get a big move like this for a few hours, then I think it'll be fine, right? Let's see what the 5-minute looks like. See, now what I'm worried about is you have a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, and it's still going up, essentially, right? I would need the break here, retest, but because it's on a 5-minute, I'm not, your analysis on a 5-minute chart isn't going to be as good as the ones on the 1 hour, which is why it's kind of like, well, do we, entertain it? It's just a lot to consider, because I could easily put my stop loss here and get a better risk to reward. But you also have the swing point here and here, which technically I already broke that one. And this one's not as, I don't know. This is the hard part about it. And I think I might just have to take a loss today if I can't see another opportunity, to be honest with you guys, because this in itself is already kind of becoming a little difficult to read. So you look in the 1 hour, it makes sense, right? So we'll see what happens. We got to come up with a bias here, because I can't just sit here and watch it and then hope something happens. Because clearly it's in this resistance area, right? So what I'm hoping for is that it will come back, if it goes this way, right? It's already done that. And then it continues to drive the move down for the day. So it looks something like that. This is crazy. Just to consider that it could do this. That long of a move from up there. It's a possibility. And that could be a 3-6 move. So I'm obviously measuring yesterday's move and then kind of assuming that it could possibly happen again today. Um, but obviously we didn't have buyers coming like they did yesterday on the open of this trade. So that's where I'm kind of like, what are we anticipating here? What are we, what are we thinking here? Um, it is struggling to continue buying. There's that. This is not looking it's not looking good. This is really small candles too compared to the bull or the volatility that is in these others. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. It's just yeah, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go look at the calendar to see if there's any news that came out. Maybe I'm missing something. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a look and see if potentially there was some kind of news that is you know moving the market right now. Um, 25th, 9 a.m. revised UOM. That's a 9 a.m. and it's not even 9 a.m. yet. And then you have more news coming out 9:05, and then a few more news articles um, at 10 a.m. for FOMC. So the FOMC will definitely have some kind of um, catalyst to it, and then you have at 11:30 and 1 p.m. more news coming out for FOMC. FOMC. So yeah, there's some news coming out today. So there's that. Um, we'll see. Technically speaking, I could get in on this now. We have that potential of it reversing still. So, uh, see, and this is where I originally moved in, right here. And then I have my stop loss there. So, I don't know. See, and I could put my stop loss over this one here, and that would make sense. It's not like I'm, I don't know. Alrighty. I think I'm gonna pause for now. Well, see, right now I'm feeling very like iffy. A part of me feels like I should just wait, but a part of me feels like I should take the position. But I don't have any clarity as far as which direction it's going at this point. So, and you know something I was thinking about too is yes, it got to this resistance point, but I didn't wait for a retest of a break of structure on the 5 minute. And I think that in itself cost me why this is the reason why I got stopped out. Because typically I would wait for it to have some kind of break of structure. And what I mean by that is I'll show you an example. Kind of like this. See if I can find one. No, never mind. Well, say like here, like it was going down, right? And then reverses and tests this area here. And then it continues moving up. Kind of scenario. I don't know, guys. I want to take my trade here, going short, but I also feel like the news is about to come out at 9 a.m. and it's gonna do some BS as soon as I get in, and it's just gonna, stop me out again. Which is why I'm kind of like holding off right now and just waiting to see what happens. Now, if it breaks this low here, if we end up having like if it breaks this area here, comes down and then retests, then at that point I think you can, you can expect a continuation down. But I haven't seen it yet. So we'll see. And if it did that though, where would I put my stop? That's the question. So I could put it back where I had it before and try to go for my 3-1. Or I don't know. So it could reverse again. I'm gonna give it to myself, I think, and I'm gonna try to go in again. Let's see if it makes a difference. I don't know. This is a tough one, guys. This is a tough one. It's not giving me much to work with here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until the news comes out, see how everything plays out. Really, I had expectations of it dropping. That's really where my bias is. I think it'll short, but it's just giving me a hard time right now. It feels like, and I could go short now, but my fear is that it's gonna continue to try to hike up. There must be someone trying to buy this area for some reason, and I don't see it. I don't understand why they would be buying that area, which is kind of annoying to me. Like considering everything we've, charted out, resistance point, resistance point, resistance point, and then you have, let me move my. You have these three areas of resistance, right? You have it test and then rally up a little bit and then just kill through it. And now it's trying to go back up from there. It makes no sense. You know, that's the reason why I'm kind of like this has to short, but it's it's giving me a really hard time here. See what I mean? 9 a.m. 9 a.m. exact when the news comes out. Starts to act stupid again. So if I do get back in, it would be in the engulfment of this candle here, and it would have to be a close over this candle. Now I would try to go for 3 to 1, which would be here, like that. Well, let's see what happens. You see, and this is another thing. Like one thing I've realized is that patience is a major piece to this puzzle, and it's barely 9. It's only been 30 minutes since market open, and already I'm like, well, am I gonna call it? I'm done, kind of feeling, right? But in reality, like yesterday, I don't think calling it this early would be wise. I think I'm just gonna sit and wait and see what happens. I think that would be the wiser choice. But one thing that I will say is the whole news thing is kind of causing this to go a little. imbalanced, which is why I'm having trouble making a decision on which direction I wanted to go. I know which direction I wanted to go. I just can't see the opportunity present itself like I did here. And prior to this, it looked like a good setup. I mean, there's no denying that when you look at the 1 hour. If I take out all these markings, this is testing our resistance point and having trouble breaking through. It kind of faked us out here, and now it's trying to. It's still trying to break through that. Um, but really, it should be shorting in this opportunity right here. Now, here's another thing. It could have faked us out, going all the way down here, and then making it seem like it's going to continue shorting, right? It could have faked us out and then just continue going for the rest of the month. That is something that I can say is a possibility because it can fake you out. But I just that's you know I don't feel so convinced of that per se. But you see, if I had gone short though on that 5 minute chart, I would have been stopped out again. Damn. I think the volatility of the market right now is causing me to feel like I shouldn't even trade today. Look at this. I can't make a decision. I'm having trouble the whole time. So I don't know. See what else is out. So right now you have the news that came out at 9 o'clock. Refresh this. So UOM came out to 69.5 and the forecast was 71.2. So it came out red, which meant that it came out less than what they were expecting, which means that there's a bearish catalyst in the news. And that kind of goes with our bias. We wanted to go short, and there's bearish news, so this is good, right? Um, FOMC is about to come out at 10. The Fed Chair Powell speaks at 9:05. So that's right now he's speaking. So depending on how all this plays out, um, will determine on which direction this is gonna react to, right? But just off of what I've already noticed, there really isn't. I don't feel the need to stay in this at all. It's just chopping people out, really. Um, If anything, I'd probably go short, but I'd put my stop loss way far away, like this. Try to give it another go. But my reward would be 1.5, which is clearly nothing at that point. It's like, why even try? Um, yeah, I don't know, guys. This isn't feeling very good. I'm not feeling convinced. Look at this. It's wanting to go short, right? But it's struggling to even hold a position in the direction. And then my return would only be what, 2.4, 2.5? Maybe at that. Like, the risk to reward in this right now is garbage. Absolute garbage. If it turns blue, then this to me would be a clear indication to stay out because it's chop, where it's just blue, uh, gray, gray, blue, gray, gray, blue, and it's just chopping you up. And if it's doing that, then I'm out. I'm done for the day. Like, I'm not even gonna entertain this because really, it's frustrating. It's frustrating because we had our bias in the morning already. We knew which direction we wanted the market to go. Oh shit. Um, but it's just not cooperating. See? It's choppy as hell, man. That's not it. That is not it. And honestly, I should have probably gotten in yesterday, but I was asleep, so that's what happens. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it. I think that's it for me today. I tried taking a short position in the morning um, due to the 1 hour chart setup that we had pretty much predicted. If anything, I could do a short position here on the 1 hour, but I just don't feel like it's going to be a good return. You know what I mean? So if I was to do it here like this, it's like $100. It's not even worth it. I don't feel like 3 to 1 here, like that. Would that match the move from the last week or yesterday? barely. Would have to get it to like right there. And even then, that's a 2.7. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like this. Yeah, that is manipulation at its finest. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that chop. It's wonderful. Yeah, that's a clear indication to stay out. Stay out, guys. Don't ever trade this. This right here is the reason why we lose money all the time. And you know, I got stopped out once, but I've been looking for an opportunity. Haven't been able to find one, so I think I'm gonna call it for the day. These are my trading tapes. What I do is I go back and actually watch these, and it helps me kind of see what mistakes I made, and it holds me accountable too. So keeps me from taking trades that aren't necessary. Um, but that's it. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out tomorrow or Monday. I'll see y'all Monday. Unless I trade the Asian session, then I'll see y'all Sunday. Um, yeah. Thanks, guys. Till next time. These are my trading tapes. Peace.